All right, it's Saturday morning. It's the second weekend of the gun season here in East Texas. So the plan for this morning is going to be to go head over to an area that I've actually have hunted. That winds out of the north this morning. I'm thinking I could get into that Secret Oak spot and possibly get on some deer. It is rifle season now. There has been a lot of pressure in the forest this week, just based on going through there on the way to and from work. I've seen people out just about every day. So if I get to the area I'm thinking and there's people there, I'm probably going to just abandon that spot, drive around, kind of see where the pressure is. I may actually end up coming back and grabbing the boat here and trying to approach some spots from the water. That would be something I've never done before. So we'll see if that tactic can play out. So got about 45-minute drive. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road.
I ended up in this area I call Secret Oak. I have to rename it though. Actually, I had a trail camera in here. It looks like somebody either stole it or pulled it down and spun it around in the opposite direction, so kind of annoyed and disappointed in the way people act out here on public land sometimes with these cameras, but that is the way that it goes. That's why I usually run cheaper cameras. Because of that camera situation, I'm a little discouraged. That means obviously somebody's been in here in the last, I'd say, week since rifle season opened last weekend. So it's probably kind of burned out back here, but see what happens. Quick glimpse of a deer. Pretty sure it was a buck about 100, 150 yards out here in front of me. Kind of running the bottom of this hill. Never could get him on camera, I don't think. I don't know where he went. Just was a very quick glimpse of him. Stopped just long enough. Was kind of looking down in here. I just can't catch a dang break. I got the sun blasting me here on the right side. I can't see very well. Out here in front of me. My feet started getting cold. I was sitting down. I decided to stand up real slow. I guess there was a doe somewhere out here in front of me. I could not see her. I looked over there carefully before I stood up, but she saw me. She bolted, so it's the second deer encounter of the morning. I just can't seem to get them in bow range. They're definitely moving though. almost 10 o'clock. Actually just had 2 does and a yearling come out about 30 yards behind me. I had this thicket here. Actually, the area I'm kind of trying to send my wind blow out. First time I've ever seen deer come out of there. I think that's the way I entered, so they caught my ground scent. Got a little spooked. They didn't blow, but they kind of jumped. That's the only reason I knew they were there. They never made a sound. Anyways, I wasn't able to get up and get the camera on them. You can see come out just right around in there. I was thinking I was going to get out soon, but I don't know. Seen quite a few deer this morning in here, so we stick it out for a little bit longer. Tore down my stuff. Going to get back to the bike. Ended up not seeing anything after those does and that yearling came in behind me. Went and checked out my trail cam. Whoever messed with it cleared the SD card, but at least they didn't steal it. So went ahead and just took that down. I have a good idea of how the deer move through that area, so I'm not really worried about keeping it there. I'm actually gonna go meet up with my buddy Thomas. I think he's gonna do some filming for me this evening and tomorrow. Plan is to drive around, see if we can find if anybody's still parked at certain areas, see if it looks like anybody's been in a couple areas. And I think we're gonna run back, grab the boat, try to punch across and see what kind of sign we see in some areas and see if a water approach makes sense. Alright, just picked up Thomas, aka Tubbs. We're gonna head over, take a look at a parking area in a place that I'm interested in potentially coming in from the water to see if there's been any kind of pressure in there. So we're gonna run over there. We may drive up on a couple other spots. If we don't find anything good, then we'll probably spend the afternoon drive around until we find somewhere where nobody is, and then probably still hunt on the ground and see if we can't make something happen.
Me and Hunter are gonna try our way on the boat in. Saw too many trucks.
Same thing, we're good. Yeah, they're going, honey.
Tubbs and Hunter here, trying our luck on the boat because there's way too many hunters out on the road, but some
Got to the first spot. It looks like there was somebody else, same idea that we had, so we're gonna go to option B. We don't know what that is yet.
keep on scouting. Find where no one else is, and then we'll find the deer. So we just spooked them off, but we just saw 2 deer over here in this peninsula. We're out here in the stumps where no one else wants to go. Hunter man has got it going on.
So this area here in front of us, you can see where the trees change. It goes from that pine to kind of that hardwood bottom. We got the wind coming from the north in our face. We brought the boat in. We're gonna try to sneak in. It's real marshy. Just probably try to still hunt our way in here, kind of scout and hunt, just to see what we can find. Hopefully there's no other hunter. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, wind's out of the southwest this morning, so we are going to kind of go back into that area that I was in yesterday morning. There seemed to be quite a few deer in there, even though I didn't get any on film. The deer were in there, so we're going to swing around about probably 200 yards to the north of where I was yesterday morning, in an area that I called a pinch point. Sat there one other time, had the wrong wind, so we're going to give it another shot today. We camped out last night, and we smell like smoke, so let's go kill something.
Well, just finished getting set up. As you can see, the sun is up. And it was a cluster getting in this tree. We're set up in a white oak, so it's a little more work than I expected. When I picked the tree, I only picked it with myself in mind, so Thomas is kind of crammed up in here, but I think we can make it work.
Hopefully I don't mess up the sounds.
Yeah.
I'm not jammed up ass in here.
Yeah, so I've hunted this area before last time I was set up. Right back over here, with my wind coming out of the north. I realized a lot of deer were moving through this, so I jumped across. Got a southwest wind in my face carrying back over the hill. We're expecting the deer to either come out of this thicket or come from our right. There's kind of a natural pinch point, or maybe over the hill, so we did notice some other boot tracks back in here this morning on the way in, so somebody has been in here. Hopefully that has not affected the deer movement. Hopefully they didn't come as far off the road as we have. Just gonna let the sun keep coming up, try to cool off a little, and hope we see some movement this morning. Eventually she kind of blew at him back in this thicket, but we never got a visual on him. I could see they ended up in a bamboo thicket. I could see the bamboo rattling around in there as they were running through it, but never got to lay eyes on it. I'm hoping at some point maybe she'll run it back around and punch out of there and we can get eyes on it and maybe get a shot. Now it's about 9:45. We haven't had any other action since that little bit of chasing we heard this morning. So I think we're probably going to call it quits there in the morning. And head back to the truck. I don't think I'm going to hunt this afternoon. Got to get the kiddos back. Be around the house, spend some time with them. Hoping to be able to get out at least one more time during the week. Actually, next weekend, Saturday, we're going to be headed to Mississippi for Thanksgiving and spend some time with family up there. I'm hoping to get to do a little hunting on the family property while I'm out there. So that's going to do it for this video. We're going to start tearing this set down and get out of here.